Well, well, what do we have here? I remember the day that we took this picture. It was a nice sunny day out, and the whole crew was there. There's Mr. White on the left, and... What's that? Pardon me? Who am I? Well, I'm George Gibson, of course. There. That's me. You see, I built this store around 1900 to supply the growing village with food and building materials. But I tell you, the darn store burned down in 1910. No matter, it was rebuilt soon after. Yes, here I am. What a dapper young fellow. I tell you, it was hard for me to sit still that long when the artist drew me. It took hours. What's next? Oh, yes, the steamship Belcarra. That was a fine vessel. The Belcarra would deliver mail, food, and supplies right up to the wharf here in Gibson's Landing. Now that's convenience. Did you know that I also used to operate the first post office here in Howe Sound right from my house? Ah, my beloved fruit trees. When I moved here, I planted plenty of them. Apple trees, plum trees, quince trees. In fact, if you look carefully, you can see some of the fruit trees I planted still growing in Lower Gibsons today. Now, here is my wife, Charlotte, and I tell you, she worked as hard as I did. Can you imagine running a family homestead with no running water or electricity? Imagine washing your clothes by hand or fetching water from the creek to cook with. Yes, my wife Charlotte worked harder than anybody from the time we arrived until she passed away in 1910, and I miss her dearly. This picture was taken right around that time. You see that building in the background? That is the Gibson's Landing Methodist Church. Around 1912, I donated a piece of land so that they could build a church there. Today, the Methodist Church is gone, but a small cemetery remains. Well, I tell you, things have definitely changed since my time here, but Gibson's is still a very beautiful place. Thanks for the walk down memory lane.